guys, if you followed the channel, I'm pretty sure, let me crank you up here a little bit, get this angle correct. If you follow me, I'm sure that you probably, if you're one of my loyal followers that sees pretty much all of my live feeds, I did a video yesterday about the worst knife I'd ever seen, the worst edge. I have one that I think beats it. I apologize, I was wrong. So this edge, I showed it in my live feed. I'm gonna work on this for a little bit. I'm expecting a call, so there's probably gonna be some pauses. I'm gonna do this and see what I can do about evening out these bevels, but if you look at that. It's horrible. Somebody did this with a fixtured system on a really nice knife. I'm gonna see what I can do, but I've gotta talk to the customer and see what he wants to do, because I don't think I can fix this. I think I can sharpen it for him. Oh man, there's just material peeling off. It's probably gonna be a no-go. I've already put some work into it. I've taken off some material. The problem is this blade's not gonna be shaped the same if I correct it. I showed it to Elliot and he was like, holy crap, you need to tell them to send that back to the maker. And I was like, well, I can at least get it sharp for him. So, wow. I mean, there's just no material left. This edge, I wish I could, let me see if I can get it to do it again. There's little slivers of metal that are just coming off. Someone has cut that back so thin that this edge would not hold. There's no way. I'm using a fairly shallow, angle that would give you a very thin edge on this, and it's just barely touching. It's barely touching. Like you can almost not see where I'm taking that because it's so thin that it's just like a super, look at that. That's the normal angle I use on knives, which winds up looking like this. Like the comfortable angle that I've found that works for most knives. Some knives a little bit different, they're a little thicker, you gotta play with it a little bit, but yeah guys, I'm gonna keep working on this. I don't know who did this, and I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. And the other thing is, I'm gonna give you a little update as to my take on CBN stones, because that's what these are. The one I'm using right at the moment, it's a CBN. I don't like them. I don't like them. They don't cut well. They don't cut anywhere near as well as my aluminum oxides. They don't cut even close to as well as those matrix stones in diamond. They don't do much that I can see. David had the same thought when he made these. These were just some prototypes that he had. So I'm gonna get a hold of Mr. Scott and make sure I have his shipping address. I'm probably gonna send these two CBN stones back. They don't have a bite. They don't seem to want to do much anything. So it was just a thing of, didn't like them. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this for a little bit. I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. We'll see if I've made any progress. But yeah, this thing is so bad. So bad, this just needs to go back to the maker. So, all right guys, hang on a second. Let's go back to this. Fixtured systems are horrible. People fuck things up. And here's why I say they're horrible. They're not horrible. If you use them and you're using them for stuff, I've used a fixtured system. Why I say they're horrible is because people will buy them. That knife, customer paid $700 for. I don't think he realized it was that bad when he purchased it. $700. He bought that on the secondary market because it's a one-off. The guy only makes one knife like every couple months. And so $700. Other than the issue with that, it's a well-constructed, well-done knife. People take things and put them up on the secondary market, and they really just screw people over. So I'm putting work into it. I'm at the point where right now, any more sharpening that I really do, because it's noon. It's noon, and if you guys remember, I started on this knife right after I ended my live feed at about 10:30. Hour and a half. And it's still just not, I'm not getting to a point where I have to take the thing is on this, I have to take this material back far enough that there's enough material to support that edge, because every time I get an edge, like this side, the tip is completely even bevel with like all the way across, there's none of the guy's bevel at the tip, but in the middle there is, and at the heel there is a little bit. And so I have to try and take off enough material, if I'm gonna do it, to walk that back into thicker material and even that tip out. I can't do it. I can't do it. This knife will be it will be that much narrower you're gonna lose that much material. That much material is what you're gonna lose for me to fix that. So this is at the point where, can I get it sharp? Probably. Can we refinish it and maybe make it look a little better? Probably. Is it gonna look perfect? No. Is he gonna be able to sell it for anything? Probably a little. So if you can't, I'm not saying I don't trust them. I trust people. There's some people I trust. I've bought knives used, but I've gotten screwed by knives used. Buying knives on the secondary market, sight unseen, I would, God, it's so difficult. It's so difficult. He bought this from a knife, this knife from a guy that was selling it on Reddit. So I just figured this made more sense than just trying to drag you along and show you the sharpening. I've been working on it to the point where I'm tired of looking at it. And I decided to come inside. That, at this point, I know I said, so worst edge from a maker yesterday. Worst edge I've ever seen today. Today. This is it. This is the worst. So whoever did this completely ruined this knife. Completely. And the guy has no recourse. He bought it used, bought it, I mean, kind of, maybe he has no recourse. So guys, just be careful. Be careful who you're dealing with on YouTube, or I'm not on YouTube, on Instagram. Find people that are trustworthy. I don't recommend buying anything from anybody on Reddit. I know some people on Reddit that I would trust, but like generally just to buy something on Reddit, fuck no. No, that's how I got screwed. That's how I got screwed on that, oh, I can't remember the name of the one. The survival knife that I thought I was getting a real one. And granted, I only paid 60 bucks for it, but I paid 60 bucks for a fucking fake. And I got with a fake Sabenza one time too. And I got it and I realized real quick it was fake. And luckily I was able to reverse the charges. But, you know, when you guys buy stuff, just go in the forums and find people that are reputable, or you know, ask somebody, ask enough questions that you're not getting screwed. You know, I vouched for a guy. If you guys remember, I vouched for a guy one time that ripped a couple people off. And the guy was just unremorseful about it when I found content and stuff about it. But he'd been a good customer and stuff like that. And so I vouched for the guy. Because I'd vouched for him once before. Everything went fine. Then he started scamming people. And I was like, crap, now I'm associated with that. So, guys, just be careful. If you don't know who you're dealing with, I wouldn't do it at all. I would not do it at all. And if you got any questions about the knife, like, ask for detailed pictures. And if they're not giving you, like, they're like, well, I don't have any pictures. They're giving you the runaround about giving you pictures of the knife, or you're getting stock pictures, just don't do it at all. So, that's it, guys. It's bad. I'm drinking a beer. It's just now noon. I'm drinking a beer already. And this is what I'm dealing with. It's fucking horrible. I just had to get away from it for a minute. So, yeah, I feel really bad for this guy. So, if you guys ever have questions about stuff like that, don't be afraid to reach out to me. It might take me a while to answer, because a lot of times if it's not a work-related email, there's a good chance that it gets missed for a little bit. But always, comments, I always check comments. So, all right, guys, I'm off of here. Take it easy. I love y'all. Just a quick video. I am still going to try and shoot the Malice video here in a little bit, but that just wore me the fuck out. I had to take a break. So, all right, guys, love you, and I'll talk to you later. Just quick update, guys. Talked to the customer just a couple minutes ago. It looks like we're gonna try and see if I can get a bevel on it. We may refinish the blade and see. But we're at a point now where I'm gonna have to stop on the sharpening, because I'm gonna have to go back and sharpen again if I refinish this blade. So we're gonna have to probably figure that out. I'm gonna talk to him again. I think we're gonna wind up. That's where I'm at. I talked to him, and then I worked on it some more, and then I came back in and realized I left my phone in here, and I was like, Okay, we've reached the point where I can't do anything else. So, yeah, this is one of those ones where he's basically out $700, and I really feel bad. Maybe he could beg and ask real nicely for the maker to maybe do some repair or something on it. But at this point, it's a wash on that. So, guys, like I said, just be careful in the secondary market. As always, like videos, give them a thumbs up. You don't like them, give them a thumbs down. Tell me why. And up here's going to be a link to subscribe. Down here will be a Patreon. Over here will be, sorry about that, guys. Like I was saying, subscription link, Patreon link, if you so choose. Video that YouTube thinks you like. Last video I uploaded. Guys, love you. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you next time.